I'm just 1 year younger.
All right, we've got the
All
Ice from
switching
Ironbrand
in.
and Toon Link from MJFoxy.
I've got to switch the overlay. There we go.
Excellent.
And this is not losers quarters anymore. This is losers semis.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep, losers semis. So I'll update that.
I just realized I'm going to get money either way.
One
Oh, good for
thing.
you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's second. Isn't
I got
it?
2-0
Oh, no,
twice.
No, third.
Yeah.
After this,
Ironbrand putting the percentage on Foxy.
whoever
here.
wins this gets to fight me. So
Now Ironbrand
Oh,
also
wow,
has an
what
Isabel.
a meaty shot.
So if this doesn't
Isabel?
work, he has an Isabel. And so if Ironbrand, I feel if Ironbrand eventually starts getting camped down by the projectiles and feels like he can't breathe,
He may choose to switch to Isabel to try and get that zone potential going, where he has a answer to the to all the projectiles being thrown at him. Isabel has a good pocket. She has an excellent side B and down B.
very nice weight.
it depends because
Another pause. All right, Ironbrand is not taking the stock, which it was in a questionable situation.
He already
was,
got the kill. So
he was in the death animation.
Well, I mean, there you go. Technically, he got the kill. Technically.
Well, no, MJFoxy paused. So he was dying, paused. So theoretically, he could have lost.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it went the other way around.
But I do agree. One,
He was dead.
it was nice of Ironbrand to not force the issue.
Yeah.
But I do think that, if you wanted to get nitty gritty about it, I don't think it should have counted.
Well, luckily we don't have to have that discussion because
Ironbrand has saved us from the
yes. Nice guy, Ironbrand.
headache. Now the question is, what is MJFoxy doing to pause so much?
It sounds like he's pressing a lot of buttons.
He's just going like
These controllers are going to be
controller.
melted by tonight. But it's working out for him. He's putting on that. He's stacking that percentage on Ironbrand here.
Now this is very close. You see, he has a bomb in his hand.
Yep. And that's always
gotta get
dangerous
rid of it.
playing Toon Link with a bomb up. You never. I mean, you do know when it's going to explode, but
Now I'm curious. I would
I
love
have
to ask,
seen a few Toon Links hit themselves with their own bombs just by holding in their hands a little too long tonight.
I would love to ask MJFoxy why he or any other Toon Link player would choose, as well as Young Link players, why they would choose one Link over the other. When the Toon and Young Link both act very similar with different fire. Well, you're a Young Link player, so what are the main differences between Young Link and Toon Link?
The main difference is the most important one is the neutral. Young Link, he does a kick similar to regular Link.
Right.
Well,
whereas
Toon Link, he
does
swings
a
his
swipe.
sword from the left and right. And
We're now down to one stock situation.
Another thing would be arrows, because fire arrows have more knockback without even charging them.
Right. And they send you vertically
Yeah.
compared to horizontally.
And the most notable change, obviously, is the smash attack.
Very nice frame trap right there.
Since
that was excellent.
Young Link can hit you twice with the
Right.
forward smash attack, while Toon Link has a different one.
Are their bombs any different, do you know? Aside from
I
graphic.
believe all Link's bombs are
I
different.
think somebody mentioned this to me. I think one is just a little bit shorter.
Fuse?
I think
Or
I think
explosion
Toon Link
radius?
throws a little shorter, but the bomb is
just throwing it.
the
The fuse,
explosive.
I'm pretty sure it's similar. Probably just the most I would see probably like a second off or just 0.5 seconds
You
off.
see Ironbrand going for that dash attack. I would.
And he's in high percent. He's got to be careful here not to overcommit to something.
He's gonna go
Or
back.
he'll end up
And the other
regretting it.
one would be back throw, because Toon Link's back throw is much
Did you see
stronger
that
than
where
Young
it looked like he kind of ran in place for a second there?
I didn't notice. We do have it recorded, so we can go back if we ever want to.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, if Ironbrand can get that dash attack now.
Or even just a meaty fair like that.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Very
the
nice
eruption.
option
He
cover.
should have kept the bomb at that point, so he could recover.
I agree. He could have used the bomb to hit himself more than anything.
Counting the second. Did you see Toon Link's face?
Yeah, that was a glitch. He had no pupils. Or he had no,
We got that recorded. We gotta check that out.
he had no sclera.
But I'm counting the seconds for the bomb in that situation. I think it was about to blow up.
Well, it wasn't red yet, but I think if he held onto it, up B low, and
He would
let
get
it
some
happen.
type of height, because at that point, he lost his jump, and he had to recover in a weird way.
Was the hitbox guaranteed to send you one way or the other? Because he could have feared about dying early if the bomb blew up.
If it blew up, I'm pretty sure it would just go up, back up.
Yeah, I
not
believe-
too much.
Yeah.
Guys, is this 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5?
This is losers semifinals. Gian! Losers semis. Best of 3, best of 5. 5. All right.
What game was that? That was game 1, right?
That was game 1.
Just want to
I
make
want
sure
to make
he
sure
has,
because
like,
they're
an X
asking me. They're asking us, and I'm like,
Was winner semis best of 5?
Huh?
Was winner semis best of 5?
Yeah, it was.
All right. We have a very nice amount of attendees this tournament. I think we're over the 30
there's a
marker.
chair, Jeff.
I see.
That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
see.
I don't mean to dox you.
That's a lot of work.
In this tournament, we
I'm
have
going by my name. That's a lot of work.
35 entries. And that's awesome.
All right, it looks like the same matchup again.
Here we
Snake
go. We're
versus
just
Toon
running
Link
it
on
back.
Universe
It was
Pokemon
close.
League.
They're just running it back. So
An excellent map, in my opinion. From the
map
from
is
the
very
design
nice.
to the platforms, I really have a great appreciation for this map.
I like the design layout, or not the layout, but the design of the Kalos League better, personally.
Yes, I do like those platforms a lot.
I
However, Unova
don't
is a
like the
strong-
platforms. I don't like the layout. I like it aesthetically.
I see. No, I actually prefer the platforms.
Do you?
It allows for a lot of mix-ups, and it allows for a lot of weird recoveries that shouldn't normally work against certain characters. And it's a nice change of pace from what we normally saw in Smash 4.
Right.
Where if there was any kind of extended platform, people wanted to just throw the band-aid on and be done. So having the more options, thanks to
that
Ultimate,
bothered me so
is
much.
really appealing.
Right.
Just the mouse on the screen like that. That just bothered me so much.
I like how the arrow sticks in person momentarily now as well.
It's very interesting. I like that Link can pick up
Yes.
regular Link can pick up the second arrow.
Just like in Breath of the Wild, you're able to pick up and reuse the arrow. However, unlike in
he
Breath
dropped
of the
the
Wild,
shield.
you can't just chuck it.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, unlike in Breath of the Wild, your equipment doesn't break after 5 hits.
Oh, that would be an interesting mechanic.
Oh god, that'd be horrible. Link would never be played again. Unless it applied to everybody, where Kirby's arms just break after 5 uses.
His foot shatters upon impact.
He tries to inhale you, his lung collapses. Poor Kirby.
Alright, this is very nice.
Really good, a really good patience game from Ironbrand here. Just waiting for that right opportunity where there isn't a projectile being hurled at him at 100 miles an hour, and he can actually do something about this young Link.
Here we go.
And here we go, the same thing we saw with the last stock of the last game. What a strong move.
It's such a good.
Ironbrand really
neutral
showing
beat.
off Ike in all his glory right now.
Notice Ike is at 211%.
Oh yeah, he's another heavy one. No matter how many jabs, it's gonna be a
Back
while.
throw. There you go.
But two-link back throw, nothing to sneeze at.
Whimsicott in the background, floating away.
Yes, Unova Pokemon, the generation that people started realizing Game Freak had run out of ideas.
Take it easy, Logan.
Take care.
Good games,
I
man.
didn't get to play you yet, so I'll play soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I have a. Are you on the Discord?
Which one, the wreck?
Yeah.
I think I gotta go back to it. I might have left when
Okay.
they died.
Because I
and
have.
now they're back, so it's all good.
I have my friend.
Oh, friend code? All right,
yeah,
so
I have my friend
I'll
code
jump
on.
in- I'll come in the red this
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Because I play a lot of Isabel, so.
I'm down. I'm gonna
Yeah.
test the matchup.
Yeah, definitely. But, all right, back to our game.
We see now that MJFoxy has the stock N% lead.
Yes, he does. Wow, what happened there?
What is Ironbrand going to do to bring it back? You see
Notice
MJ
how
Foxy.
earlier he was off stage. He was probably going for a
MJ
spike or
Foxy
something.
really using all of Toon Link's tools to his advantage here, throwing the bomb upwards, throwing Boomerang out and up.
Yeah. And you notice that he's no longer letting Ironbrand just recover freely above him.
Yeah.
He's now aware of that option.
He
and
wants
is
he wants
adjusting.
everything covered so that he doesn't get hit by that eruption again off stage.
Now, I asked MJFoxy what the MJ stands for, and he says he has no idea.
I thought it was Michael Jackson.
It might
I
be.
honestly thought it was Michael Jackson Foxy.
It might be. It's just
And-
that he doesn't know. Here we go. And just like that. He is so good. Ironbrand is so good at getting that eruption.
Yeah, he's really practiced that. I don't know whether it's a two-frame thing or whether he's getting him to waste his.
Oh,
waste his
suspect DI.
I think it was very possible for Ironbrand to live that. However, I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
he knew which way he was being tossed and maybe
Right.
DI'd the wrong way there.
Yeah. One thing, and anybody that watches, Smash on YouTube, the analytical side will know that the Beefy Smash dudes recently released a video on launch power.
Okay.
And believe it or not, it's still the same where if you're hit off to the left, you want to DI to the right. If you're hit up, you want to DI off to the sides as well. But there's an interesting mechanic they dubbed LSI, I believe it was, is that
I've heard about that, but I don't know what it
that
means.
if you have your joystick, if you're pressing down, if you're inputting down,
Yeah.
the launch power, not only will the angle be dropped, but the launch power itself will be lessened. Whereas if you're
Okay.
holding up, it'll tilt you up. You'll be launched higher up, but you'll also be launched farther. And it's a very interesting mechanic. And so
You got.
And is that
You gotta love that
exclusive to
you carry
Smash
twice.
Ultimate?
Huh?
Because I remember hearing something about that in Smash 4. However, I don't believe it was called LSI.
right, I could be wrong. It's L something.
Oh well, I mean it was like SDI, something like that.
Yeah, no,
but I
SDI
don't
was
know.
was a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have heard a little bit about that, but I don't know if that's exclusive to Ultimate. Is that exclusive to Ultimate?
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. And here we see the classic Toon Link move of just,
Just
throwing
bombs.
everything you've got, man. The kitchen sink and all.
See, now I'm of the fan base that says that they would love Bomberman in the game, but looking at MJFoxy playing, we already have him.
Yeah. We really do.
I think they stated Bomberman was supposed to be in this game.
He's an assist trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when Mega Man and Toon Link have a baby. Bomberman. But, oh, there we go, using his air there to mix up the recovery a little bit.
And that has some nice distance.
Yeah. That has a lot more than it feels like it should. It
Agreed.
goes a lot farther than it looks.
My friend. So we're in losers to semis.
Hello, Deku.
I didn't miss much.
Dan,
Is my bag some puzzle?
Brandon gave back your headphones.
Did I leave my controller somewhere?
I don't know.
Somewhere. I don't remember where.
Ironbrand sitting at 128%.
Oh,
Has to
very
be
nice.
a survivable percentage, but
Brings it
MJFoxy wanting none of it.
Yeah.
Now
He
that,
throws out that forward aerial.
that's a confirm that was in there since Smash 4.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, lose.
That was a very. That looked textbook
got
for
beat
him.
by Art.
He's
It's just
done that
bomb the
100,000.
forward
Huh?
smash.
Play Pac-Man.
I didn't play Pac-Man. I played Inkling. Young Link.
Eventually.
Young Link came a little bit closer.
And now we have the reverse of it.
Uh-oh.
MJFoxy sitting at 107%.
When you view this
getting
later
hit
on.
every.
He does not have his jump.
Let's go, Iron. Close it out.
All right, last stock.
I want to say that wasn't. I want to say that wasn't the right move, but was it better than getting hit by the eruption? Probably.
He didn't have his jump, and he did not have his bomb, so he was forced in that scenario, pulling the bomb. He would, it
I
would not have been
think his best bet was to probably try and recover that early and see if maybe he could snap the ledge.
Yes.
But unfortunately, Smash Ultimate's ledge snap has been considerably decreased.
Yes.
Most characters, you'll notice in a lot of these tourneys,
It's that
people
technical
will jump.
term, magnet hands.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
And you'll notice that Wolf's Scar is back, where he can side B just clean over the ledge, even if he's a little bit below it. From Brawl, it's very interesting to see who lands on the ledge or who snaps to the ledge, and who who actually just lands right in front of their opponent with, an unwilling F smash or nair coming at them like nothing.
This is looking dangerous for MJFoxy. He is in the percentage to kill Iron now. If he can do that, he'll be in a better show.
If he can get that bomb to nair,
Let's go!
Very nice.
the down air, a short hop to down air, the 2-frame tune off the ledge.
I don't know if that was a 2-frame, honestly, because just watching the way that MJFoxy plays, he likes to reverse. He likes to do a reverse up B and not snap the ledge because he'll catch the person and kick him off.
That does make sense.
And so if he went for that,
I mean, I'm
and
still
Ironbrand did that, he would have been in perfect position just to be GP.
Still 1-1.
That was just
Wasn't it 2-1?
It is top 2.
He changed the right guy.
yeah, that's what he told me. Like, oh, 1 away.
Okay.
I keep switching the wrong guy.
Always the bridesmaid and never the bride.
What is happening?
There we go.
Next time.
There we go.
Alright.
It's not our fault.
After this round, I gotta use the restroom.
Oh, don't worry, I'll cover you with terrible commentary. That has little, if not nothing, to do with Smash.
You got Jeff here to nod.
Hey,
What a commentator just nods.
excuse me. It's called that mute light. Nightlife.
It's called a mute light. Is that what they're called nowadays? Commentators who don't talk?
Hell yeah.
Imagine having that profession.
I heard there's a sound for when the Shy Guys fly by. Oh, do I see that platform tilting? I think this is with hazards on. Because I heard the Shy Guy.
Did he? I did not. But I'm not listening with headphones on.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So this is with hazards on. The stage says that's supposed to be off, but if they're playing it, then they're playing it.
Yeah. As long as they're both okay with it. I mean, and as long as they don't start. Wow, that platform really tilts.
Honestly,
I think they've noticed.
Yep. And they don't have pause on.
Yeah.
Because we realized.
They noticed that stage.
Yeah, they noticed that
hazards
it was
on.
hazard zone.
And so that's that. The impetus for that is on the players.
They can
most
choose
stages.
to play it out, but however, we are playing with we are playing with the rule that is hazards off. So
They do have to be wary of that.
In this game, it's a
can't
lot
be doing
harder.
that every game, but if it happens one game, not a big deal.
Unlike many tournaments, us here at Requiem Resurrection #1 are trying the hazards on, hazards off stage list because we feel as though there are specific stages that lose their uniqueness, such as Smashville, Fountain of Dreams, which we're currently not
Unfortunately, we
using,
had to ban
as well
because
as
of the frame rate drop when using smash attacks.
I mean, I feel like
on
that's
the
just only with
reflection.
doubles. Unless,
Yeah.
Does it do it with singles too?
It doesn't.
Alright,
It did
for
it
real this time.
before.
Toon Link versus
They did patch
Ike,
it out to a
Ironbrand
degree.
and
It still
Ike,
happens
MJFoxy.
extremely rarely. I would say it's enough that you really don't have to worry about, or at least I haven't experienced it enough. But
I mean, I like
Here we
most of
see
it.
the
It's not
standard
like
neutral game that these players are both very used to by now.
I'm gonna step out.
Go ahead.
If you have to adjust the score, the highest person's left, the lower person's right.
Thank you.
it seems like you're gonna take a while, sir.
Huh? No, I'm just so you
Yeah,
know.
just in case it happens quick.
Yeah.
Which I doubt it will. I mean, these guys have been playing a very, very slow but strong game. They've been respecting each other's movements, and they've been respecting each other's recoveries a lot. Except for Ironbrand, obviously taking advantage of Toon Link's abusable up B from the looks of it.
Yeah.
He definitely hasn't been giving MJFoxy here an inch. Boomerang thrown the wrong way. Could have been dangerous. But luckily, MJFoxy knows what he's doing. Puts that shield out as soon as he realizes he's in danger.
Oh, you
And
missed
there he
time the
goes. Snips the
eruption.
ledge. Yeah. I don't know if it was a missed time as much as it was just not getting that 2-frame that he thought he was getting, or that I thought he was getting from Toon Link MJFoxy reverse up being. So he would have to snap later. And both these characters sitting at a fairly high percent. However, Ironbrand's Ike has a much better chance of surviving a strong attack here, thanks to his heavyweight potential. Boomerang. Here comes out the bomb. Couldn't make anything work off of it. And an excellent
Gets the
bomb to
confirm.
fair. And just like that, Ironbrand returning with a reprimanding dash attack. And here we see the
Keeping
spacing
up
game from
the
Toon
bomb
Link again.
pressure.
But
Down smash, it's a bomb.
yeah, that was clever. Ironbrand is stacking on the percentage here. He needs to do something about this Toon Link spacing him out.
Well, let's not forget, you might be racking up damage, but in the end it seems like it still comes close.
Oh yeah, of course. However, this is a different game from the last two games we've been seeing. Toon Link's in a considerable lead early here, which he wasn't always. He was often losing stocks in the last couple games before even taking stock. Now Toon Link with the or MJFoxy with the edge guard here. Couldn't make it work, but and there we go. 1-2, MJFoxy's favor. Ironbrand throwing out a dangerous down air.
He's looking for the spike.
Yeah, he was looking to get an
You
early
guys see-
stock there because
yeah.
he's really far behind. He's going to need something to keep him going. And that dare would have been excellent if it connected, but unfortunately, MJFoxy predicted and recovered higher. Excellent roll to avoid your own bomb hitting it. And there's that zero recovery, an excellent mix-up, an excellent tool for Toon Link, as that up B is notably used to Ironbrand's favor. Oh, and a nice down tilt taking the stock.
Up four there.
And Ironbrand at 96% still hasn't gotten a hit on MJFoxy's last stock here. Oh, there he goes. However, I do believe that was Toon Link's own bomb. Ooh, bomb to fair, but a little bit early on the percentage. Didn't quite get the kill yet.
I'm not going to count Ironbrand out, as he's proven
Oh,
that he's
absolutely not.
more than capable of doing whatever he needs to do. But right now, we might
And again,
be, looks like
123% is potentially nothing for
right here,
for
this-
Ike, depending on how
that was
bad
risky.
whatever attack hits him.
Are we going to
They go
again?
with that a lot.
Excellent parry.
Yeah, we might be going to. I was going to say we might be going to a game 5, but Iron is slowly bringing it back. Very nice.
Varying a lot.
Now, that's what I was saying. At high level play, you're going to eventually start seeing people get real used to the parry mechanic.
Yeah.
And the parry mechanic, I would say, is actually a lot better than the shield, perfect shield.
Oh, Perfect Shield did nothing for you.
it
seemed
worked in
as though-
situations, but I see the.
The
Oh,
parry
that should be
mechanic is
it.
much better.
Ooh.
But what an
There you go.
what an
So we're
excellent
going to
combination.
Game 5.
So we are going into game 5.
What a
But
combo.
with the shield parry compared to perfect shielding, you're now able to punish multi-hit moves.
As it slows down your opponent when you
Reliably.
get the parry.
Yes.
Even with a ranged projectile.
Yes.
Yeah, it slows them down.
It still works in
incredible.
Smash 4, but not to this extent.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
I do. It's.
Depending on certain moves.
I have heard people say that parrying seems more accidental when you get it, which I would agree for a large part.
DSR 3 to 5.
Yes.
What? On 3 out of 5, though.
We did for doubles. We did it for doubles.
Yeah, so just keep
Yeah.
it the same.
Well,
We both won on that stage. Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, right now the parry mechanic does seem a bit more accidental. I believe it's because a lot of people aren't quite used to it yet.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you're getting that parry, people aren't expecting their own parry to work.
Yeah.
So people aren't coming in with the proper punish.
Right.
We're seeing that even in high-level play right now.
Yes.
We're watching ZD get a parry and not know what to do with it because he wasn't expecting to get the parry. sometimes they're just wanting to shield, and they throw out a parry.
I feel in large part it's because these are individuals coming from Smash 4 where they are used to perfect shield.
Yes,
And
absolutely. And so, though the parry is harder, they're obviously pro-level players.
Yes.
Pro-level players. They're used to this kind of thing.
Yes.
So when they get the parry, it's the only thing that has never been in Smash before.
Yes.
Never has there been a time where you were shielding something normally, and you would not only get the shield, but you'd actually get something you could do out of it.
Yes.
Aside from maybe a safe attack, which, depending on what character you are, you might have had none.
I'm seeing that Battlefield is actually a relatively decent stage for Toon Link because of the fact that his bomb can hit taller characters.
Yeah, the platforms here are being quite a boon for Toon Link, and MJFoxy sure looks like he knows how to use them. And there we go. What he's needed to do this whole time. Maybe just there under the eruption. Snaps you to ledge like that, man. And we see Ironbrand opting not to use the eruption there, as he knew MJFoxy might try and Zare again. Both these characters sitting at 9%, but just remember, Ike won't die to something flimsy.
Most of the time you see Ike killing himself for there like at 90 or 100, but due to the range mechanic being fixed, that's not the case anymore.
Yeah. Now, people say that they don't. Some people say they don't like rage at all, whereas I actually do because it makes it so you have to be more conscious of your combos. It's not so given to you.
Yeah, and another thing was that this game was always intended so that the loser never felt like they were truly losing. That's why we use percent and not HP,
Right.
as most fighting games tend to use nowadays.
Because you can always bring it
Because
back.
the creator, Sakurai, never wanted the loser to feel like they were totally out of the game.
Yeah.
So, certain percentages for certain characters mean different things, whereas an HP
That
for
should be
most
it.
fighting games is quite a nebulous term and usage. Regardless of how heavy of a character you are in games where heaviness comes into play, you still have an HP bar.
Yes.
But back to Smash again, because I keep doing this.
No, this is it's good.
We're watching MJFoxy with that classic spacing.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, very scary. If Ironbrand chose to try and snap to ledge with that, could have resulted in a spike for MJFoxy, and that would have been a very deadly early stock.
I don't know if it works with. I do not know if it works with Ike, but Crom has a combo at 0% that he can get where he can suicide. If he does, I think, down throw to up B by the ledge, like right there, he could have grabbed Link,
Well,
done
of
a
course
down
Kron
throw.
can suicide. He's already dead.
But no, he'll do the up B. He'll do the up B at the ledge, and the person would go with him down.
Oh, wow. That's brutal.
And so if you
Because it's a multi-hit, right? As it goes down.
yeah, you hit him up and then you hit him
And
down.
you just kind of drag him along with it. Oh, that's
and so
terrible.
if you have the stock lead, you win.
Oh, well, it's just like
Like
just like
Ganon's side.
Bowser side.
Yeah, Bowser side, Ganon side, all those sides. Crom
Although I
has
have
one.
noticed that Ganon can kill himself
Yeah.
now without killing you off of the last stock.
There you go.
No,
One more.
Not sure
We've
if
got
that
some
bomb
pop-ups
helped him.
from
He
the
was trying to
crowd.
go for a grab, but the bomb hit. pushed him
yes,
off.
that's one thing. One a curse of being a
Ironbrand playing
projectile
very
character
cool here.
is when you have your item in your
wants
hand,
to keep
you
that
do not
stock
have
lead.
options that you would otherwise. That shield is getting pretty small.
Yeah. Ironbrand's gonna have to mix something up, get himself his shield back.
Oh yeah, no.
And here it comes.
That was literally.
He wants to hang on to
Uh-oh.
that second stock as long as physically possible. Any extra percent on MJFoxy right now could be the difference between a loss and a win.
Absolutely. I'm curious to ask Ironbrand why he doesn't prefer. Well, I was gonna say why he doesn't prefer Crom, but Crom's more Roy, whereas
Yes.
Roy doesn't have an Echo Fighter per se.
You mean Ike?
Ike, correct. He's more like.
And there
Crom's
goes
more
Foxy
like Roy.
taking the stock.
right,
And
this
this is
is-
a very, very even last game.
This is just about as even as even can
10%,
be.
1% difference now.
Now this is what we like to see on the game 5, and you can tell that
Absolutely.
these characters are so similar in skill level.
Yes. As well as the players themselves.
Yes.
And we're really seeing some top-level play here tonight from both of these players and characters. People using their characters to the best of their abilities. What you love to see.
Yes.
Here comes Iron. Oh, excellent!
Here comes the boomerang.
Excellent move for recovering. Throw your boomerang out early so that you can't be edge guarded as well.
Now that's something you would know, or a Toon Link player would know, is that you can bounce the bomb.
Excellent bomb to
catch
save
it in the
himself
air.
from getting up aired into the blast zone there.
This is Eruption.
Nope, that's Zaire coming in with the clutch and saving him, as it has so many times before. I've noticed that every time MJFoxy's in the space for his air, Ironbrand is refusing to use that eruption. He doesn't want to leave himself open for an easy attack.
And if you guys didn't see it right there, the boomerang actually saved MJFoxy's life.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw the pin.
He's getting very close with these projectiles coming really in the clutch for him.
Up air.
Toon Link got
That beautiful, beautiful dance.
costing him the game and the set. Shout out to Ironbrand. Bringing the best he has in him tonight. And MJFoxy, of course, playing
3-2.